Hurykane, the Style Master.
Hurykane 313.
Now Rogue One Production.
This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is fight night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is fight night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it. Type lyrics, I entice the right spirits. Hype lyrics, make me snipe and slice critics. Fight lyrics, make me wanna go fight bigots. Heist lyrics, got me hacking for nice digits. Nice business, gon' be gone in 9 minutes. I'm finished, time to smash some fine bitches. Nice titties, nice kitty that fight with me. Bonnie and Clyde style, baby, come ride with me. She came from here, so I showed her the nice city. Showed her the good life, drinking some fine Henny. Smoke heavy, in the Chevy we stay ready. Girl is a sniper, she holding the aim steady. Straight shooter, gun louder than 8 tubas. Took me to the bed, she called me the great ruler. Great hookah, got a feeling with great Buddha. Kick back, relax, just like the great Buddha. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might get it. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might get it. Like spitting, little ripping these hot lyrics. Plot thinking, when I hurt the cop feelings. Cop killing. Now they telling me stop tripping, not listen, so I caught the cops slipping. Fans bitching, I'm leaving them bedridden. Just kidding, they ain't getting the death sentence. Let's get it, revolution the best in it. Best feeling, bullets leaving your chest missing. Flesh peeling off your bones like neck bones. Shot a politician, superior tech drone. Jet home, the girl said let's go. She wanted to give, so I brought her a tank home. Jet flown, first class, the best zone. Mile high club, we getting our sex on. Head gone, she smoking the best strong. Hit it from the back while I playing the best song. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it. This is my life, taking it back, now I'm chilling. This is my night, taking your life when I'm killing. This is my life, Detroit life, you gotta feel it. This is my type, you damn right, I might hit it.
Hurykane, the Style Master.
Hurykane 313.
Get up.
Happy birthday, Charles. That's what's up, 45.
Coming through like a boss, knocking on your soldiers off, flips in the air, doing tricks like it's motor cars. Told them all, don't fuck with me, gotta show them all. Solar bars, can't get it weapon like a solar bar. Hold them off, gotta reload, hit a motherfucker, got a bomb, hit the reload on the motherfucker. Put the flesh off the bones, I'm a monster. Operating on the enemy, I'm a doctor. Surgical, now you're vertical with your convertible, durable. Hell no, nigga, you deplorable, burnable. Better bow down to the God of fire. I don't think you motherfuckers gonna make it out alive. Got your fans traumatized, taking on your dollar signs. Hacking everything, yeah, I got my phone modified. I despise every ever made, cause they fucking lies. I'ma shine with the revolution on the fucking ride. Gotta fire. I'm the motherfucking gotta fire. Gotta fire. I'm the motherfucking gotta fire. Any, many, mighty mo, shoot a head and ride his clothes. If I point my finger, motherfucker, bitch, you gotta powers like the Yoruba. Don't mean expansion, it's the power of Sukina. Who is ya? I'ma hit you harder than the Kuma, bruh. Handing out phase like it's motherfucking super crazy. Gotta fire. I'm the motherfucking gotta fire. Gotta fire. I'm the motherfucking gotta fire. Gotta fire, keep a gun modified. Got your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the gotta fire. Gotta fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the gotta fire. Gotta fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the gotta fire. Gotta fire. Gotta fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the gotta fire.
I'm the gotta fire. I will take they breath while they stand. Fuck the government.
Phenom Road 1
Everything I
Production.
stand for. I am the god of wind.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
We gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
Let me push it to the limit, never give it when I spend it. Gotta cut you with the brothers, I'm a motherfucking menace. I'm not finished when I hurt you fucking feathers. When I blow up the center, then I'ma sing it in a minute. Any minute, I'm ripping anybody that wanna get it. Cause the government tripping, if your body up in a minute. I'm the villain, the villains, but the government is and motherfuckers killing innocent. And they causing division. Remember the situation causing collision. I love to breathe for a minute. Smoking the weed, I got a tea for a minute. Summer rapper, getting your bodies, I got the title, put to get the beat up in the spiral around the hurricane. And I'm bringing the wind, the sipping gin, with the get to be spanned. So I'm laying on the bands of the car museum. They got the throw in the strands and the motherfucker ready to get. They call it revenge, but they elite. Those motherfuckers put it to sea. Now they all gotta witness defeat. I'm the beast that devour the beaches. I'm a G, you the motherfucking coward to me. Put your head in the sand. Now I gotta put your head in the van. Take it to the badlands, kill the can, get the bread in the vans. Those bastards ain't stand a chance. So I'm taking back all of the land. Now you motherfucking making the bands. I gotta go against the government, man. I came with the gun in my hand. Put an RPG in front of the van. About to blow with the government, man. Trying to play the game. That's great to change. They use your figure C to arrange the brain. Begin to bring the pain. This world will remain the same. Hurricane could change the game. Gotta win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, call all your friends.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, call all your friends.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell all your friends.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell all your friends.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win. I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to
Phenom
win.
Road 1 Production.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again.
I'm the motherfucking guy to win.
Hurykane 313. Hurykane 313.
God of storms. Riding out in this bitch. All you haters ain't shit. Dealing with fast lyrics, slow lyrics. These bullets don't miss. But y'all worry about vibes. I worry about rhymes. So I gotta go round and tone it down. I think I'm losing my mind. So I'm about to go ham. Say motherfucker 1,000 times. When I see me with 1,000 eyes, been prophesized. That gonna organize a revolution, never ride for life. 5 eyes, the homicide. Every time I been official, gonna motherfucker die to die. Y'all think I'm out of mind, but I'm the god of storms. I do this shit all the time. God of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the all praise to the god of storms. Bow down to the bow down to the bow down to the bow down
down to the God of storm, trying to devastate, trying to go fast to pump the brakes. Going at a pace you would never trace. Here come the impact you would never brace. Better vacate from the place, okay? The bay got my AK, but it's straight today. Revolutionary lyrics that I paved the way. From a rivers come through, best spray your face. Deep today, replicate. They gotta kill the government, they manipulate. I'm pulling up like hidden blade. Walking up on that fan, this dog get a stiff today. Little revolution is today, but niggas is scared. Grab the gun, I'm getting prepared. All you haters, you better be red. Get prepared, cause the storm right here. God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, all praise to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the time. I need to spark up the frankincense. We ain't giving this bitch with no frankincense. Revolutionary that the day commits. So we ain't going all out before the game is spent. They got Billy Jones as I pay for clips. They watching everything on some major shit. They poison water, poison food, chemtrails in the air, they spraying shit. CDC, they making shit. Black Rock Pelletier, they taking shit. Tell us in the people biggest to the gate abyss. I'm the great hurricane, take a state to miss. Tell to rise up and raise the fist. Who bullet with me, let's take a trip. Shooting at the government and make a flip. Bitch, trying to fill the world with amazing hits. God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, all praise to the God of storms, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the. Bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, all praise to the God of storms. Bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the, all praise to the God of storms. Bow down to the, bow down to the, bow down to the. Bow down to the God of storms.
Hurykane 313. Hurykane 313.
Road One Production.
This the van for the ancestors. I'm the van for the ancestors. For the van for the ancestors, I'ma give the government run to your bomb shelters. This the van for the ancestors. I'm the van for the ancestors. For the van for the ancestors, I'ma kill the government run to your bomb shelters. Glad and every motherfucking fed blade. I'll sever all your fucking heads. Dread, when we come through with different red bead on your head. Wow, leave a hater dead. Fled to the kind that recuperate. Heal, come back to adjudicate. Hey, about to care to another state. Fed on the list, gotta shoot him in the fucking face. Hey, politician is a politician. Shooting gas in the head when I pop the clipping. Got a feeling, blowing up a lot of buildings. Power structure coming down, all you people hear it. When I rip it, shred haters in the ribbons. I'm a god, erase you from existence. In the instant, call this the righteous vengeance. If you scared, keep your motherfucking distance. This the van for the ancestors. I'm the van for the ancestors. For the van for the ancestors, I'ma kill the government, run to your bomb shelter. This the van for the ancestors. I'm the van for the ancestors. For the van for the ancestors, I'ma kill the government, run to your bomb shelter. Dash, hit you with the hidden blade. Raid in my veins while you getting slain. Pain in the day, but the hurricane, I'ma destroy everything, leave no remains. Gang, dog water label be the rain. Bang, have to shoot you in your fucking brain. Change the whole world when I spit the fame. Burn the government down, it's the name of the game. Lame, get the fuck up out the way, bitch. you would never see the light of day. Spray with the AR and the K. 50 cal, spray it up your real estate. Y'all niggas is asleep and I've been awake. Now I gotta break your face like a dinner plate. In a high speed chase, I would get away. I'm like Hurykane, yo, welcome to the end of days. Just the wrath of the ancestors. I'm the wrath of the ancestors. For the wrath of the ancestors, I'ma kill the devil, big run to your bomb shelter. Just the wrath of the ancestors. I'm the wrath of the ancestors. For the wrath of the ancestors, I'ma kill the devil, big run to your bomb shelter. Just the wrath of the ancestors. I'm the wrath of the ancestors. For the wrath of the ancestors, I'ma kill the devil, big run to your bomb shelter. Just the wrath of the ancestors. I'm the wrath of the ancestors. For the wrath of the ancestors, I'ma kill the devil, big run to your bomb shelter.
Hurykane 313. Hurykane 313. Hurykane 313.
This a breath of the ancestors. With this time, my hawk, you get your head severed. Creep up in the building, get the fair records. My Beretta was gold plated with the suppressor. Feel the pressure of heavy rates, nothing lesser. I'm the god of storms, I control the weather. So clever, you fools should know better. When I come through, better until the storm shelter. Flow better, hip hop is forever. We take the government down, we write no letters. Take hold of the crime, we make the throne better. I turn this whole world into a Coachella. Pick up the pack of a pistol, pop you like pimple simple. People pack the pistols, the population of evil tremble. I resemble the revolution, no ancient temples. Haters better watch your tone, or they get dismembered. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. Cracking bottles overhead to make them wobble. Don't like the TV show, nigga, just change the channel. Genocidal, these lyrics might hold the title. Carry Bibles, my goons, they carry rifle. Very tribal, sometimes we very primal. 8 or 15, I'm killing every rival. They say it's mediocre. Cut you up into pieces and leave your body parts inside your easy sofa. Being a soldier, you see my soldiers, they creeping over. Parkour type shit, you see us sleeping over. Jack your chain, you understand, you catching hands. Kick your ass through the van, I think you dead, man. Fuck a fizzle, the fragile fickle. Feel like I got a blast at the government quicker than anybody, nigga. Split your body apart and throw you in the river. This the revolution, you gotta deal with us. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed.
Bakushi is the master of illusion.
Happy birthday,
Everyone
Charles.
believes the illusion.
We're gonna play
It
our
becomes
song.
reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on the pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, assault in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, that's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
Happy birthday, Charles, again. You know you have to play our song. Shouts out to everybody. I'm a little tired, had a long night.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, ripping endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally dome that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible, calling audibles. I'm remarkable. I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols. I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple. Let's raise the temple, make them triple while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger. I seek the engine. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in them. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Tie back your Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. Be revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma. Sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions. Emerging the virgin, I pull the back the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters. Born cheaters, war sneakers. Rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper. Form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing ornaments. Ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan. Rearrange the universe, I am the artist.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine. While I'm eating the tangerine, my plasma was replaced with gasoline. Got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, the shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa and the hands of Wolverine. Astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring. Open the Anunnaki intervene while the world is under siege. They got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
Happy birthday, Charles. You know I have to play our track. And I think this is your favorite track. Gotta play this for Charles real quick. You already know what it is. Happy birthday, bro. You're 45 years old. That's what's up. I'm 38. Only time I held a 45 in my hand was when I was about to pull the trigger. But real shit, 45. And congratulations, bro. Not too many people make it. Not too many people make it to 45. Like real shit. After all that you've seen and been through. Mind you, like you was already walking when I wasn't even thought of yet. You know, you was already seeing the bullshit. And shouts out to us older cats that still look like we in our 20s. You know, so that's what's up, man. And keep staying youthful, keep staying strong, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's all we can do. And keep on fighting a good fight. But 45, you made it, bro. I remember they was talking shit. We won't make it to live, see 18. Then we passed 18. They was like, we won't make it to 21. Then we made it past 21. They was like, you won't make it to 25. And then Boosie came out. If you make it to 25, nigga, you an OG. Then after 25, they was like, nigga, y'all won't make it to 30. Made it to 30. I'm 38 now. Shit. I can't wait to hit 45. But real shit. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Had a long night, so like if I sound tired, it's because I had a long night. But the show must go on. I gotta still do this. I still gotta do this church service, and I might be back later. It all depends. Oh shit! But shouts out to everybody. GBA Radio, Live and Learn, Eyes Wide Shut. Happy birthday, Charles, again, 45. What I was about to play next? Oh yeah, I forgot I was about to play this track. Shouts out to Charles. I know you like this track. Let's play this. Get it out the way. Yep. Shouts out to everybody.
The unstoppable one, I am the illest, no doubt. Sporadic, eternal fire, there is no putting me out. I'm sending fiery rain, destroying cities and towns. The government never changed, so I'm taking them out. The FBI is a bitch, the CIA is a bitch, the NSA is a bitch. I know they watching this shit. We fuck around and get hit. My rebels fully equipped. They take the enemy down and ride out in their whip. And counting all of the chips, we about to go on the flight. World leaders get hit, assassination delight. We fly out through the night like Batman in this bitch. Outlandish with kicks, punches, and damage and shit. I call my gun Michael Knight. That bitch come with a kit. AI robotic weapons. That bitch be talking this shit. Explosive hollows exist and turn your body to mist. The god of fire is here. Now welcome to the abyss. 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 The immovable one. Welcome to my domain. Chopper fed into pieces. Throw away the remains. Rapid fire your chains. Hear you screaming in pain. My pride water your flame. Disintegrate all your lanes. Your fans will never change. So I'm hunting you down. I know you got me surrounded. I'm still taking you out. I'm hacking shit with my phone. Turn out all of the lights. Popping cops as I go. I gotta do through the night. In the heat of the night, I keep the heat with the sight. In your sleep as I snipe. While you sleep with your wife, I'm hopping from roof to roof. Ninja warrior shit. My RPG is equipped. Your helicopter got hit. I cause a solar eclipse and send a fiery storm. Exploding government buildings. Revolution reborn. I am the shit, just admit. This is that warrior mix. The god of fire is here. Welcome to the abyss. 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 Welcome to the abyss.
We'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of days, along with all
Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss.
Phenom Road 1 Productions.
That's a mosh pit type shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck the world, I ain't trying to stay. NPCs get about the way. All you sheep get about my face. You one step closer getting shot today. Fuck this rap, y'all ain't listening. Y'all rather be a slave to men. Look at the fucking state we in. Look up the laws in the states you in. One of the reasons for my gate within. Call yourself off, won't break again. Time I being hurt, gotta say it again. Between love and hate, it's big within. Trying to keep all my love and hope. Fuck it all, let it go. Tired of this, I'm about to smoke. Left alone in the cosmos. This is only the half of it. There is more than I have to spit, but y'all don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more than I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. Fuck the world, I ain't trying to play. Paradigm game is designed to stay. Comply with the government is not the way, but y'all gon' fuck with it anyway. Time this shit, so I'm out this bitch. Y'all don't care if I exist. Telling you truth and dropping hits. Giving y'all news about politics. Open up my call to relationships. Don't wanna get hurt in that space again. Gave my heart, get played again. Tell my heart I'ma make amends. This time my heart will never break again. Put me in the darkest place again. Dark night of the soul, gotta face again. Grab my sword, gotta slay again. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch. This is only the half of it. There is more that I have to spit, but you don't care when I'm rapping this. Fuck the world, I'm out this bitch.
My life, they would never take my life. My life, they would never take my life.
Phenom
My
Road 1
life,
production.
they would never take my life.
Yes, I'm an unstoppable force. Back in the day, I rapped on the top of the porch. Used to dream of the mansion and be driving the Porsche. Getting triple platinum albums on the cover of a Source. Used to wanna be on stage, get a couple awards. In the VIP section with a couple of whores. Used to wanna hit the mall, buy a couple of stores. Looking fresh on the yard, it's a party for sure. Used to wanna be on stage with the coolest of legends. Have a new concert, go from 2 to 11. On the stage all night with these lyrical weapons. Some message in my bars, teach you spiritual lessons. Used to wanna do cameos and couple of flicks. Soundtrack of the movie on the billboard, bitch. But it's all just a dream, had to wake up quick. Get back to the money, gotta pop this lick. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those tips. Had to go get them licks. My life, had to bag them moles, flip them bowls. Had to go and lock in mode. My life, had to show no grit, get those tips. Had to go hit them licks. Now I'm on the block flipping nose and bows, doing shows with hoes. They was on the floor for show, getting blow at your nose. She took off her clothes and blowed on my pole slow. I'm about to overload, explode in the flow hole. She wanna go for more, let's go. A couple rounds and then you gotta hit the stove. It's a more Patron, think about the song is on, was on, is on. Baby gonna moan till dawn, from dusk till dawn. She the vampire in here. She became my baby mama, I ain't seen her in years. After all I've been through, man, I wish she was here. Call her out, how she brought my fucking daughter to tears. Many years of my life, man, I suffered the silence. Got the hold in my wrath, man, I wanna be violent. So I redirect my energy to ripping and rhyming. And I dedicate my soul to the rebel alliance. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out the low like pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. My life, I'ma throw my fists, load my clips, busting out the low like pigs. My life, I'ma flow like this. I know the motherfucking government don't like this. Call my name, game ain't gonna remain the same. I remain deranged, every lane remain the same. You in major pain, surgically arrange your brain like a Saw movie. You wanna see your heinous thing, I'ma take your vein. Stop you like you laced and change your face. Retain the bomb when the feds come save. The feds come came. Everything explode to bits. Souls to miss. Everything goes to shit. My flow is sick. Exposing every government. You better read the Rockefeller secret covenant. In other sense, the world was designed like this. They the reason why I gotta walk around like this. Revolution, motherfucker, that's the sound I'm with. I'm about to hit a world leader with a roundhouse kick. Lifting up cops, going through a townhouse, bitch. What a rebel sound like, bitch, it sound like this. My life, I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life, I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life, I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass shit. My life. I'ma end like this. Throw your hands in the air for this real ass mix. My life. Never take my life. My life. Never take. My life. Never take my life. Hey. My life.
Shout out to everybody. Elkie, GBA Radio, Alkie. Happy birthday, Charles. Shout out to Eyes Wide Shut.
Find the other side, die cave, he can bring you alive, but not the ride. I'm gonna bring it, can't be storming your life. You go to wish that I dig in the ride. I survive all the shit that I've been through. Lost my motherfucking crib too. Lost my brother to the motherfucking streets, dude. He ain't dead yet, but he get damn fool. Lost a couple of friends because of BN left. I told niggas that BN them, but taking everybody money and show the relevant evidence. The motherfuckers disappeared. Ain't that motherfucking funny? Look at the dummies up in the politics, the blue reconnaissance. I'm demolishing the government arguments at the parliament to the audience. I'm the kind of storms. You better watch your tone when you talk again. Send the fire every rain. We ain't cooking through everything, and everybody gonna feel the fucking pain. Better stay in your lane. My wrath will never change. Do it in the name of the hurricane. Look in my eyes, and can you see the fucking power beside the big pain? And I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside the big pain? But I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside the big pain? But I came out alive. Look in my eyes, can you see the fucking power beside the big pain? But I came out alive. Look at the times, and can you see go together the lines to propaganda, keep it touching your mind. And every time I spit around, it will feel like a line hitting your spine, bring it back every time. But you're the line in the sand against the government. Do it with the two pistols and I'm loving it. All the NPCs gonna get fucking hit. You the sheep, I'm a slaughterhouse, little bitch. Scared of the curfew, scared of the bird flu, scared of a drone spray shit just to hurt you. Who to refer to, the who to return to. Hurricane coming and I'm coming to murk you. Killing the lyrics is from the spirit, my spiritual lyrical lyrics because of revolution. You dig it because the government tripping. You better listen, ain't no religion to be a rebel. Time to go on a mission. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see all the power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes, and can you see the fucking power beside the victory pain, but I came out alive. Look in my eyes. Better look in my eyes. Better look in my eyes of the hurricane. These the eyes of the hurricane. Look in my eyes. These are eyes of the hurricane. In the eye of the hurricane. It's the eyes of the hurricane.
Listen, chosen people. Hey, you know when you're chosen is when you sensitive to everything. You hear everything, you see everything, you feel everything, you watch everything. You also know people's spirits. You can look through somebody's spirit and pay attention like this person ain't real, this person dishonest, or this person don't believe in God. Chosen people, that's how chosen people operate. They can be alone, especially we can be alone because we understand we do better in our life alone. Whether we got a whole purpose, our purpose, whether we motivational speaker, music artist, we literally talk to people. We have conversations with people. Shit, we are architect, we do construction, welding, whatever we do, that's our purpose in this life that make us chosen. We stay focused on it. We do better alone because we understand we know how to do the work. We know how to go alone and we deal with God. We pray to God and we just go on our days of working and understanding that God is going to bless us through our path of creativity.
We became what we was bound to be. Destiny never doubted me. Or a proper crown chakra. That's not a halo, that's a crown on me. I think I'm Mickey. I named the Blicky Mallory. Demons surrounding me. We beat the odds so casually. Motherfucker, I'm proud of me. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm proud of me. Bitch, motherfucker, I'm proud of me. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm proud of me. You should be dead. You should be gone. Look at you trying to heal the world when all you knew was a broken home. Outcast, you were left all alone. All you had was a prayer and a poem, remember? I got a feeling your soul is an old one. You're not a beginner, detached from the flesh. This body a rental, the sermon a blessing. It was never accidental. You was an NPC too, remember? I do. I used to be you. The truth was always like a veil. As a child, you would peek through. Awareness became lethal. Recognize real evil. If demons want to go to war, you was trying to see if they bleed too. The spirit realm versus the matrix. I can feel it start to bleed through. Hey, put the mirror down. Let me look at you. You made me proud. Fuck how they look at you. You lost it all. Look what they took from you. Reborn and grateful for everything that they put me through. We became what we was bound to be. Destiny never doubted me. Aura proper, crown chakra. That's not a halo, that's a crown on me. I think I'm Mickey. I named it Blicky, Mallory. Demons surrounding me. We beat the odds so casually. Motherfucker, I'm proud of me. Yeah. Motherfucker, I'm proud of me. Bitch.
Motherfucker, I get proud of me. Still talking to my past self because you wanna go back left. I'm on the right path and my fight stands. Masterclass with this black belt, but my past self wanna stay asleep. Afraid of pain that face me. Duality or the ego. My shadow work with these deep flows. Detach myself from hypnosis. Trying to gain on my gnosis. Alchemist with the potion. Smoking weed by the ocean. My past self keep evoking. Spiritually trying to smoke them. Buried in the subconscious. I'm blocking out all his comments. Honest lyrics gotta keep it real. Plus my chakra system got me spinning wisdom. But my inner battles like a cataclysm. See my past self looking in the mirror, giving voices. No more making my choices. I control what the course is. To be the voice of the voiceless. We became what we bound to be. Destiny never doubted me. Over proper, crown chakra. Keep the gun and the crown on me. Thinking I'm tipsy, and in the Blicky Valerie. Even surrounded me. We beat the odds so casually. Motherfucker, I am proud of me. Motherfucker, I am proud of me.
That a maximally loving, perfect God telling me that a maximally loving, perfect God created a system by which only 30% of its creation will enter the kingdom of heaven and 70% will enter a space of eternal fiery hell.
Okay, so I that's not the claim, but
You said it's a real place, so it does align with the claim. You said that heaven and hell are real places, not just states of mind. So I'm asking you, you believe that 70% of the creation will actually be burning in a fiery pit of hell once they die?
I believe that anyone that doesn't accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior will be in hell.
So 70% of God's creation.
You don't intimidate me by saying a number. It's not relevant to the fact. Yeah, it doesn't. But it's not relevant. Like if I say 90% or 80%, that's kind of like an appeal to my emotions to try to get me to change my position on truth. The truth is that any person that does not receive Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, because he owns heaven, and so it's his home, and if you want to get inside his house, you have to have a relationship with him. And if you do not have a relationship with him, then he's going to give you what you want at the end of your life, which is, I want to be separate from you.
Prove the relationship, because you can't even see the motherfucker. Nigga not even real. Who you talking to? You're talking to your invisible friend. And I hate when they want to try to sound smart defending imaginary friends. It's fucking funny. But it's also sad. This motherfucker still believe in this shit.
The gentleman, he's going to say, you know what, fine, you will be separated from me. That's not his desire. That's not my desire. But that is going to be the outcome. So the numbers are extremely irrelevant. They're an appeal to my emotions or to people's emotions, and that has nothing to do with the claim.
It's just that heaven and Jesus, they're not real. It's not an appeal to your emotions. It's an appeal to your logic and the logic of the claim that your God is supposedly good. And therefore, if you supposedly have a good God, he is assigning, in her words, 70%, but that number is actually quite off. But that you are assigning the overwhelming majority, 99% of all creation. And we're saying human creation here, not birds and goats and dogs, but 99% of human creation are bound for your lake of fire. And this is the work of a good God who, theoretically, according to your belief, allows for everyone to have free will. So here's the question. How can we have free will if we are given an ultimatum? Once you're given an ultimatum, your free will is gone. Because the ultimatum says, believe in me, love me, do what I tell you to do the worship that I tell you to worship, and all those sorts of things. But yet,
If you don't, you're going to hell. You're going to burn in this lake of fire and be tormented for all eternity because you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be with me. Or how about this one? And this is why I say it's more like 99%. You have billions upon billions of people since 2000, since the year zero rather, who have never heard of your God, never heard of Jesus. So they will not be someone who believes in your Jesus. And according to the claim, you have to believe in this Jesus, have a relationship with this Jesus in order to go to his house that supposedly exists up in the sky, but it's going to be a new earth. Prior to Jesus, you had billions of people who lived in the Americas, lived in the South Pacific, Australia, Asia, Europe, Africa, who never heard of Yahweh, never heard of your God, never kept the Sabbath, never participated in your rituals. But they all got to go to hell simply because they didn't believe or have this relationship with your God as you proclaim that you're supposed to have. And the question is, how is that a good God who sets up a system where that is the requirement, even though it is unreasonable to think that the entire world will have or ever will have heard of your God? There will always, always be some person in a remote area who never hears of your God. Of your God. There will always, always be a person who was born into a family that was Muslim or Hindu or Buddhist, Ifa or any other religion, who will believe and be indoctrinated into that religion, who will reject your religion in the same way that a person who was born and raised in a Christian family, and they will always reject Islam, Ifa, Hinduism, and all other religions. Contemplate that for a second. What kind of a good God would allow for a system to have so many religions prior to him? So many religions where his religion is never even spoken of or heard of. That creates an unfair system. It's a completely unfair system. And it's completely a system that is devoid of actual good leadership and planning. Sorry, this mosquito is just trying to get some blood. But there's absolutely no way this works. There's no way a good God would do that. A good God would make sure that his teachings, his word, his instructions were given to everyone at all times, throughout time. That the recorded history of man would not show that Quetzalcoatl came and created the people of the Aztec science. It would be a history that doesn't show that the Ra and his children created the heavens and earth and created man, or the monad, or any other version of creation. There would never be any other versions of creation other than your God. There would never be any other versions of how man came onto the planet other than Adam and Eve. No other version would have ever been taught, because that would have been the only version that would have been taught, and everybody would have been taught that same version. But yet we see a world history where people lived, died for hundreds and thousands of years, never heard of your God, never heard your story, but yet they're destined for an eternal lake of fire. Doesn't quite sound right. And even the people who were in the midst of this journey, I want you to think about something. I saw this question asked to, what's his name? Connect, whatever his name is. Connect. You are sitting in the city of Jericho. You are a man or a woman, a husband or a wife, child, son, daughter. You're going about your daily life. You've never heard of the Israelites. According to this Bible, in the book of Joshua, you're sitting there, and one day, this Israelite army surrounds your city. They're walking around your city, and then on the 7th trip around, they blow the horns and they attack your city. They decimate all the men, all the women, all the children. They burn your city. They burn all the animals. Save for a prostitute and those who lived in their house, in her house. But everyone else is genocide. If you're that person who's being attacked, when did this God send you a prophet? I mean, to the children of Israel, he supposedly sent a prophet to them. He sent Moses. He's had Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. He's been with you while you were in captivity in Egypt. He freed you from Egypt. He made sure you knew of him. But the people in Jericho, through this whole time frame that they were in Egypt, through the whole 40 years, no emissaries were sent to say that, hey, people of Jericho, God is bringing his children to the promised land. Worship him now. There's no story of that. There's no opportunity of that. And if you were a Christian who was teleported, this was the real question that he asked Connect. If you were a person of today and you were transported to that time frame in that city and you were a Christian, do you fight against the Israelites? Or do you sit there and let them assassinate you? Do you let them murder you? You are supposed to know that this is God's plan. Do you warn the people of Jericho? Or do you just sit there and take it and just allow the people of Jericho to be destroyed for the genocide to occur? You're in AI. Do you allow the same thing? Because no emissaries were sent to AI. Or any of the other cities, for the most part, there's like one city where someone was sent, where they say surrender to them and become slaves to them. I think that's the city of Gad or in Gad, but nowhere else. You see how the planning and the orchestration of this God is such that he desires for the overwhelming majority of people to be thrown into this lake of fire. And yet, you say he's a good God. Thankfully, he's not God at all. There is no God. Thankfully, this is all fairy tales and myths, and no one will be cast into a lake of fire. That's the good part, the good news of your religion, that it's all just myth. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. The journey is vibration.
Last video, then I'm out.
We've been told for generations that if morality is not rooted in God, then it has no real foundation. That without divine command, human beings are just making things up as they go. But that framing falls apart the moment we stop repeating it and actually start testing it. Because when you put biblical morality next to modern ethical reasoning, what you find is not a timeless, superior system. What you find is an unstable patchwork of tribal law, divine violence, selective compassion, and internal contradiction that believers themselves no longer trust enough to follow without heavy reinterpretation. Meanwhile, the secular moral compass many people have been taught to distrust is often far more coherent in practice. Why? Because it's not forced to defend cruelty just because cruelty appears in a sacred text. It's not forced to call injustice righteous because it was wrapped in divine language. It can ask the most important question directly. What actually helps human beings live better, safer, freer, and more honest lives together? And when morality is grounded in empathy, shared human vulnerability, and the reduction of unnecessary harm, it becomes more stable, not less. It becomes accountable to reality instead of ancient dogma. Religious people often say that without God, morality is just shifting sand. The assumption behind that statement is that divine authority creates stability while human judgment creates confusion. But what if that is exactly backwards? What if biblical law is the shifting sand? What if the thing people call timeless is actually the thing that has to be constantly revised, softened, ignored, reinterpreted, or rescued from itself just to survive modern moral scrutiny? That's the real challenge here, because secular morality is often accused of moving too much, but biblical morality only appears stable if you never look closely at how people actually use it. In real life, believers are not following every command, every punishment, every purity code, every hierarchy, every divine judgment the same way. They are already selecting, already filtering, already deciding what really applies and what was for that time. That means the actual moral work is already being done by human beings, not by the text alone. So the question is not whether morality shifts. Of course it does. The real question is what it shifts toward. Does it shift toward greater empathy, greater freedom, greater justice, greater consistency in the protection of human well-being, or does it shift only when believers are forced to drag ancient law into moral relevance through modern values they pretend did not come from modernity? A moral code does not become timeless just because people call it timeless. A moral code deserves to be called timeless only if it can survive ethical examination across time. If it can still make moral sense when human understanding deepens, if it can still be defended when we know more about trauma, power, human development, coercion, psychology, and social harm than ancient writers ever did. That is where scripture begins to crack. Because many divine commands do not fail modern ethics merely because modern people are too soft. They fail because they ignore or override obvious human harm. They place obedience above well-being, authority above consequence, loyalty above compassion. And once the moral system starts excusing suffering simply because it came from above, it stops being morally serious and starts becoming morally dangerous. Modern ethics, at their best, do not ask us to bow before an ancient command and then explain away the blood on the floor. They ask us to face the consequences of our values honestly. They ask whether a rule reduces suffering or multiplies it, whether it protects dignity or crushes it, whether it creates conditions for flourishing or simply secures obedience. That is a much stronger philosophical basis for morality than God said so, especially when what God supposedly said so often reflects the assumptions of ancient tribal life rather than universal human care. A lot of people still carry guilt for not following divine law, even after they've intellectually outgrown belief. They still feel the emotional residue of religious conditioning. They still feel like walking away from biblical morality means walking away from morality itself. But that is the lie that we're exposing today. Your secular moral compass may be actually more reliable than the Bible precisely because it's no longer forced to defend what you know is wrong. It's no longer required to call genocide justice, misogyny order, slavery regulation, or cruelty righteousness just because those things appear inside a sacred tradition. You can respond to suffering without first checking whether an ancient verse authorizes indifference. And that matters because many people who leave religion think they're losing a moral anchor, when in reality, they're finally allowing their moral instincts to operate without theological interference. They're finally trusting the part of themselves that recognizes harm as harm, even when religion, society, or culture tried to sanctify it. That is not moral collapse. That is moral clarity. The world changes, human societies change, our understanding of violence, power, trauma, rights, gender, childhood, consent, disability, mental health, and social systems change. That does not mean truth becomes meaningless. It means moral reasoning has to be responsive to reality. As I often say, it's our responsibility to update our realism in real time. A static law code written in an ancient world cannot automatically govern a modern one just because it claims divine origin. This is where so much biblical morality shows its age. The so-called eternal laws often reflect the concerns, limitations, and hierarchies of the cultures that produce them. They emerge from a world of tribal survival, male dominance, purity obsession, rigid social stratification, and collective punishment. So when modern believers insist the Bible is timeless, they often do so selectively. They celebrate its inspirational themes while quietly distancing themselves from its harsher assumptions. And that exposes something important. They already know moral reasoning cannot remain frozen. They already know ancient law cannot simply be imported untouched into a dynamic world. That is why they reinterpret inconvenient verses, spiritualize violent commands, and dismiss outdated laws as cultural or fulfilled. In other words, they already live as though morality must grow, even while pretending that the highest morality never changes. Biblical morality is not one seamless ethical system. It's a mosaic, a collection, a layered body of writings shaped across different times, communities, agendas, crises, and theological developments. That means it contains moral tension from the inside. You see harsh retributive justice in one place and softer mandates in another. Violence sanctified in one moment and mercy praised in the next. Hierarchy enforced in one section and spiritual equality hinted at in another. That would already make the moral picture complicated. But what makes it more serious is that believers still have to decide what to do with those contradictions. They have to decide which parts reveal God's eternal nature, which parts reflect historical context, which parts were temporary, which parts are symbolic, and which parts can no longer be defended at all. And once they start doing that, the myth of just following the Bible collapses, because what is actually happening is moral arbitration. Human beings are standing over the text and sorting it. They're using judgment, empathy, cultural awareness, and modern ethical instincts to decide which divine commands deserve emphasis and which ones deserve silence. That means the final moral authority is not really the text as such. It is the interpreter. It is the human conscience doing the filtering. So biblical contradiction does not merely create confusion. It exposes that believers themselves do not trust Scripture to function as a self-sufficient moral guide. A better moral framework begins not with authority, but with sentient life. It begins with the recognition that suffering matters, that coercion matters, that deprivation matters, that humiliation, abuse, violence, exploitation, exclusion, domination, and slander matter. Not because a verse says they matter, but because conscious beings experience them as real forms of harm. That is where empathy and harm reduction becomes morally superior to divine command. Empathy is not just sentimental feeling. It's the capacity to recognize that another person's pain is morally relevant. Harm reduction is not just vague kindness. It's a disciplined commitment to reduce unnecessary suffering and increasing the conditions for human flourishing. When morality starts there, it becomes more consistent because it's no longer forced to justify cruelty in the name of obedience or compliance. This is why a human-centered ethic can handle modern complexity better than Scripture can. Ancient texts cannot anticipate every issue a changing world will produce, but an ethic grounded in human well-being can travel across time because the basic moral stakes remain recognizable. Does this help people thrive, or does it damage them? Does this create dignity, security, freedom, and growth, or does it produce fear, shame, domination, and pain? That framework remains morally usable because it is tied to living reality, not ancient decree. One of the greatest strengths of secular ethics is that they can improve, and they should. Religion often presents change as weakness, as though the highest moral system would never need revision. But that only sounds persuasive if you assume moral perfection was already present at the beginning. Once that assumption falls apart, the ability to grow becomes a strength. Secular ethics function more like honest development. They can respond to new evidence. They can learn from history. They can admit when societies normalize cruelty. They can expand the circle of care. They can update their understanding of human rights, justice, and well-being in light of deeper knowledge. That is not shifting sand. That is moral intelligence in motion. And there's something deeply honest about a system that can say, we were wrong. A moral code that can acknowledge past failures is more trustworthy than one that claims perfection while relying on endless reinterpretation to hide its ethical disasters. Growth is not proof that secular ethics lack grounding. Growth is proof that they're grounded in reality strongly enough to be corrected by it. Once morality is grounded in human well-being rather than sacred authority, the future opens differently. We're no longer trapped asking what an ancient tribal framework will allow. We're free to ask what kind of world actually helps human beings live better together. That shift is enormous and necessary. It moves morality from obedience to responsibility. A human-centered future means we stop outsourcing ethical seriousness to scripture and start owning it ourselves. We become moral architects, not in the sense that we invent morality out of thin air, but in the sense that we're responsible for shaping the systems, norms, and institutions that govern human life. We have to decide what promotes dignity, freedom, mutual care, and sustainable flourishing. We have to decide what kind of world we are building and who pays the price for the values we normalize. And the basis for that shared work is not sectarian doctrine. It is our shared biological and social reality. We are vulnerable creatures. We can be wounded, deprived, manipulated, and excluded. We can also be nurtured, protected, liberated, and empowered. That common condition gives us a real basis for common ethics, not because everyone will agree on everything, but because everyone is living inside the same basic moral universe of harm, need, relationship, and consequence. Human morality did not drop out of the sky. It emerged within social organisms trying to survive, cooperate, protect, and build. That means our moral life is connected to our biology. Our brains are shaped for relationship, for social learning, for reading the pain and behavior of others, for adapting our responses through experience. We're not blank slates waiting for divine law to animate us. We're already creatures built for social consequence. That matters because it means compassion is not some alien idea modernity invented against religion. Our capacity for empathy, reciprocity, and cooperative care is bound up with how human beings function. Social learning, emotional attunement, and moral development are part of what allow groups to hold together. So when modern ethics become more responsive to suffering, dignity, and well-being, they're not moving away from human nature. They are often moving more deeply into it. Ancient scripture, by contrast, reflects the moral imagination of particular historical communities. Its limitations are not signs of eternal wisdom, but of the world that produced it. It speaks with the biases and fears of its age. That's why grounding morality in living human capacities, rather than static ancient texts, can produce a more adaptive and humane ethical framework. When religious people encounter biblical commands that conflict with their better moral instincts, they experience tension. That tension is not random. It reveals that human moral cognition is already active. People don't simply absorb every command equally. They judge, they hesitate, they reinterpret, they create distance between the harshness of the text and the values they now hold. That internal conflict matters because it shows that divine command does not eliminate moral reasoning. It forces moral reasoning to go underground. The believer still has to decide whether a command is acceptable, whether it was contextual, and whether it reflects progressive revelation, whether it should be read metaphorically, or whether it should be quietly ignored. That is cognitive and ethical work being done by the person, not by the text. So the tension between old mandates and newer ethical instincts is not just theological discomfort, it's evidence that the human mind is already functioning as the real moral mediator. People are not passive recipients of morality, they are active interpreters, and their own evolved ethical sensibilities often end up overruling the harsher logic of sacred tradition. Harm matters because life can be harmed. That may sound simple, but it is morally profound. Human beings are embodied, vulnerable, relational creatures. We experience pain, fear, exclusion, deprivation, coercion, shame, and violence in ways that are not imaginary. Our bodies and brains register these things. They shape development, behavior, trust, health, and possibility. That means harm reduction is not an arbitrary modern preference. It is rooted in the actual conditions of human existence. A moral framework that takes suffering seriously is responding to something real. It's not inventing importance, it's recognizing it. And because suffering is not confined to one tribe, one religion, one nation, or one sacred story, a harm-based ethic has the potential to cross boundaries Scripture often reinforces. This is why morality grounded in well-being can be more universal than a morality grounded in revelation. Revelation is always tied to a tradition, a text, a people, or a claim of authority. But harm is legible in the body. Need is legible in the body. Security, deprivation, violence, and care are legible in lived experience. That gives secular ethics a more accessible human basis. Human beings learn. That's one of the most important facts about us. We learn from consequences, from history, from one another, from science, from failure, from suffering, from expanding our social awareness. Our moral life is not sealed shut in its earliest form. It can become more refined, more self-aware, more inclusive, and most importantly, more honest. That's why moral progress makes sense. It's what happens when reflective creatures allow evidence and experience to shape how they live together. The language of software updates works here because it captures the idea that a system can become more effective, more stable, and more responsive without losing its identity. In fact, refusing all updates can be the most dangerous thing a system does. So when secular ethics revise themselves, that's not a confession of emptiness. It's often a sign of health. It shows a willingness to be corrected by reality rather than being protected by dogma. And that makes such ethics more stable in practice because they're not trapped defending yesterday's failures in order to preserve yesterday's authority. If morality is grounded in our shared condition rather than sacred hierarchy, then the future of ethics belongs to human beings taking responsibility for the world they're creating together. We are architects of shared reality because our values do not stay inside our heads. They become laws, customs, permissions, punishments, and possibilities. They shape what kinds of lives people are allowed to have. That means ethics is not just personal, it's world building. Every moral framework helps construct the social reality. The question is whether that reality is built around domination, shame, exclusion, and obedience, or dignity, care, freedom, truth, and mutual flourishing. A shared biological reality gives us the starting point for shared moral work. We don't all believe the same things. We don't inherit the same traditions, but we do inhabit bodies, relationships, vulnerabilities, dependencies, and social systems together. That means we can build ethics from the ground of common life itself. Not perfect agreement, but shared stakes. Not divine certainty, but human responsibility. Not ancient tribalism, but a moral horizon shaped by what helps conscious beings live and rise together. Now, here's the news flash. None of this means that atheist or secular people are automatically more moral. Rejecting God is not the same thing as developing character. Automatically more moral. Rejecting God is not the same thing as developing character. Leaving religion does not instantly make someone empathetic, fair, honest, or humane. Believe me. It only means that they're no longer grounding their morality in divine authority. What they build after that is still up to them. Empathy is not a magical byproduct of unbelief. It's a choice, a discipline, a way of relating to other human beings that has to be practiced, protected, and expanded. And if we're honest, many people in secular spaces fail that test every day. Just because someone rejects superstition does not mean they reject cruelty, ego, tribalism, vanity, or opportunism. Those things survive deconstruction just fine. In fact, one of the biggest problems in the YouTube secular space is that empathy often gets reserved for the in-group. Compassion gets shared selectively. Grace gets extended to friends, favorites, and familiar voices, while outsiders, opponents, or the socially expendable get treated with contempt. And when a space starts thriving on parasocial loyalty, that problem gets worse. People stop responding to principle and start responding to proximity. They defend who they feel connected to. They excuse what they would condemn in others. They confuse audience attachment with moral clarity. That means none of us are exempt. Not believers, not atheists, not secular creators, not audience, not communities built around reason. The absence of religion does not save us from human hypocrisy. We are still capable of building our own little tribes, our own little priesthoods, our own little systems of loyalty and selective outrage. We are still capable of using reason as branding while behaving in deeply irrational, self-serving, and unempathetic ways. So the challenge is bigger than leaving religion. The challenge is becoming the kind of people who can live ethically without hiding behind identity. Not I'm Christian, therefore I'm moral. Not I'm atheist, therefore I'm rational. Not I'm secular, therefore I care about people. None of those labels are enough. The real question is whether we are actually committed to reducing harm, telling the truth, resisting tribal distortion, and extending our moral concern beyond the people we like. Because empathy is not proven by what group you reject. It's proven by how you treat people when loyalty, ego, clout, and resentment are all pulling you in the other direction. If you enjoy conversations like these, make sure to hit the like.
All right. Okay, that's that. Shouts out to everybody coming through. I gotta head out real quick, and I'll catch y'all in a second. Shouts out to everybody coming through. GBA Radio, Eyes Wide Shut. Happy birthday, Charles. And I think that's Alki. Yep. Shout out to Alki. Shout out to Live and Learn. Shout out to Osu Yema. I ain't see him. All right, and I'll catch y'all in a minute. Peace.